and welcome to Cats Gaming Chaos. Today we are back in my time at Sandrock. Let's see where we are, what chaos we can create, and yeah, continue the game.
Howdy.
Dear citizen, the world-renowned businessman Musa has taken an interest in investing into our town. We are having a fireside meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. in front of City Hall to discuss how to make a good first impression. To hope you will join. Truly, City Hall. Dear Cat, the work we did yesterday is fresh out of the oven. For a first batch, it could be said that the pieces turned out quite well, but there is a lot of room for me to learn and do better. I am, however, extremely satisfied with my new kiln, which I have you to thank for. I have attached a piece we did together. I hope you like it. Ceramic gate and mirror. Despite the valuable help you were able to provide, the result of my investigation has proven to be inconclusive. I followed Logan as far as I could, but I lost track of him because he was riding a smoking goat, and I have short legs. I plan to stake out in the wilderness for a chance to gather more intel on this bandit. I'll be away for a while. Don't come looking for me. The cougar slings at Sandrock. Yonko the kid. Citizen of Sandrock, it has now been officially decided that Tully Rock will be joining the list of yearly activities in Sandrock. On the 10th of autumn every year we will be hosting the event at the Sandrunner complex. If you missed the first year's competition, don't worry, there will be many more to come. Mark it in your calendar, Sandrock City Hall. Memories in the Sand. Preface. I was witness to the first sand running event in Sandrock recently. An event that was welcomed with a warm embrace by the local community. Happy to reveal in the homegrown sport now turned tradition. As I sat observing, swilling my sand tea, reflecting on the spectacle, words started formulating in my mind. A story to explain the history of the town. Thus I present you, my dear reader, with Memories in the Sand. Memories in the Sand. Pa, what's that on the door? His inquisitive smile reflective gently distorted in the soft ripple of his jackmel milk. His father turned to him, his deep-set eyes revealing a simple warmth of the soul, reserved only for a soul of the earth working man. Eat your breakfast, son. They sat in silence for a few moments, son dutiful eating his breakfast, father sweeping their small wooden shack. Pa, what's on the door? His father looked up once again, silently glancing at his son. The second hand on the clock audible ticking away. Eat up, son, you'll go hungry. His son once again returned to his breakfast, the peaceful silence settling the room once more. His father rose, collecting his dish and going to the basin to wash up. Was it Uncle La, Pa? His father replied, not looking up from the sink. Did Uncle La damage the door? Larry? No, his father replied, pausing for a moment and returning to his work, his careful hand scrubbing every speck of the bowl. The seconds ticked by once more. Pa, did Ma damage the door? No, Ma didn't damage the door, son. His father had now returned to his seat. He was watching his son calmly, patiently. When I was young, Sandrock did not look as it does today. No, it was a tougher, more unwelcoming place. We had not yet tamed the wild jackman. We had not yet built the railway. All that was around was sand and stone. His son sat eagerly awaiting the story, his bright eyes looking at his father's weathered, rugged face. I met your ma, the beautiful woman I had ever seen. I knew right away I would one day marry her. But I needed money, I needed young men. So what happened next, Pa? Well, Yakmel can be faster than you expect, son. I need to catch them. But we had no horse, no cart, no Yakmel of our own. So I took the door and sped down the dunes. And how did it break? Did you get attacked by bandits, a monster? No, son. I struck a rock and damaged the door. Went right through to my backside. That's how I got the scar. Here, have a look. No. Then get to school before I show your friends my scar too. I don't know. After sifting through the record at City Hall for some historical context, it seems that in the days before Yakma were commonplace livestock and before Sandrock was established as a city-state, villagers in the Eufola would use door panels to slide down the dunes of the desert for fast travel. The handwriting was barely a scroll and the names were unknown, but these historical documents I found were surely true. The above is a fictionalization to embody the spirit of the time.
There.
Thank you. It works. What do you know?
Impressive. Thanks.
Arm yourself with the weapon of fashion. Let Sandrock's very own Pablo take you for a ride.
Oh, this old thing. Many people forget that Zeke was the minister of our town for a while. Back in '78, a lot of folks were leaving. That was the year Martel didn't come back from one of her excursions. Without her around, well, those close to Zeke now know that he can be a truly inspiring person. So those few of us left, myself included, asked him to step up and try to be the voice that we needed to keep spirits up in Sandrock. Of course, we knew Zeke's soft-spoken nature might not translate well to the stage, but, well, we'd hoped he could find his voice in time. That never happened. He gave it his all. It was moving as a father to see him trying so hard, but at the end of the day, he was a fish out of quicksand. Each of his sermons floundered to roughly the same extent, showing no signs of improvement. Life is like biocrust, he'd say. The issue there within being, no one really knows what biocrust is. He didn't want to give up, but it wasn't his decision. People stopped coming to his sermons, and when Miguel came, he didn't even know he was replacing anyone. It was for the best. I'd like to think now that Zeke is inspiring people in other ways. All the efforts he's put into understanding this desert of ours, his achievements are finally visible. Thanks in no small part to people like yourself. Now there are those who would seek him out for his insights. Funny how to have his voice heard, it helped us step off the stage. I thank you for bringing this to me. I'll just keep this one in the back. Zeke has a lot on his mind these days.
Oh, hey, you're diving today too, huh? Hey, check this out! A mysterious black box. It doesn't have a latch or anything, and I can't break it open either. Believe me, I tried. I have to know what's inside. It's driving me crazy! The box must be holding something inside. What do you think I should do? Sure, Director Chi knows all kinds of stuff. Maybe he's even encountered one of these things before. I'll stop by the research center tomorrow around 6 p.m. You should join me if you have time. Well, I've got enough ores for today, I reckon. Be seeing you.
Dear Cat, something's happened at my house. Need your help to figure it out. Thanks. P.S. My house is next to the civil corps. I used to live up by the church way back in the day, but I moved closer to cut down on the commute. Now I have a lot more me time. Anyway, thanks again. PPS next to the civil corps building. I'm sure I know where you live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this? One or two. Maybe, but this is a lot of rock to be rolling. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame. Captain? No, he swore an oath to protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that is if there was a criminal on your table. Dang, wow, yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but then realized there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time. And, sorry, got too real there for a sec. Usually with them, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Rock shelf. Can you help me build one? Well, yeah. I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially, if need be, books as well? Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, you've also given me a lot to think about. Well, see ya.
Wow. I'm sure it's really special.
get started without you. So, yeah, like I was saying, I've tried everything. Drilling, heat, dropping it off the crane lift.
Yes. I don't suppose you have a steel ball on you, do you?
Oh, sure, but... What the... we...
Here's your bar back.
Thank you, Director. Whoa, look at all this old stuff. And there's a letter. I hope you're reading this under the light of the sun again and not still from the darkness. It's been 60 years since that event, which some people are starting to call the Day of Calamity. I hope this capsule can travel through time and show that whatever happened, there was some warmth in these dark times. Wishing you luck and a bright sun, Hicks. By Peach! It's a time capsule from the age of... What do you want to look at?
Unfortunate. Based on the approximate age of the box, I was hoping we'd find something undiscovered. These are all objects of interest, but I'm afraid none are particularly unique.
This letter has a bunch of stuff about gangs and hurting people. Director, was the Age of Darkness really that bad?
Ah, I hadn't realized you had failed your history classes. How surprising. Allow me to enlighten you. Yes. In fact, this letter is rather tame in its descriptions. In the first 50 years after the Day of Calamity, the surviving population were lucky to locate even one proper meal per day, resulting in desperate panic and constant tribe-like warfare over resources. In combination with the poor nutrition, poor hygiene, and lack of sunlight, which led to various physical ailments and illnesses, the result was the lowest average life expectancy in human history. All in all, the era is quite suboptimal for research, and I, for one, am rather glad to exist currently.
Gosh, that sounds so horrible! But at the same time, it really is amazing there were people back then like Hicks here who never lost hope. Can you imagine? If it wasn't for heroes like Hicks and Peach, we might still be underground and worrying about where our next meal might come from. Director...
Social history is not exactly an interest of mine. I suggest if you have more questions, you do your own research or someone who cares.
Sure, Director. Thanks for all your help. Wow, what a find! I knew a bit about the Age of Darkness, but this is my first time getting such a hands-on experience with history. We need to try hard to carry on the legacy of these people from the past. That gives me an idea. Say, why don't we make our own time capsule? It could be our chance to contribute our knowledge and experiences to the people of the future. Director, could you draw us out a...
No.
Fine. I mean, it's just... I knew you'd be into it. While you're working on it, I'll gather up some historical stuff we can put in there. Maybe we can provide the people of the future with something more substantial than our old pal Hicks. Anyway, once you're done, bring the box to me. Then we'll go bury it. Oh, and let's each also bring one personal item that we want to send to the future. Make sure it's something that doesn't expire. Okay, it's a plan. Catch up with you soon.
Welcome, everyone. I'm sure you've all heard the good news, but it bears repeating. Musa, the richest man in the Free Cities, will be coming to Sandrock in a few days.
Where are the omelets at?
Musa? The mayor of Portia introduced me to him after a chat about his tunnel idea. He was so impressed with how we handled the bridge situation that he's coming to see the current Sandrock for himself. If all goes well, Musa's expressed interest in funding the Road to Portia project. He sees potential in making the two city-state central hubs in the movement of goods throughout the Alliance. And if we can be linked with Portia, there will be new opportunities here to rebuild Sandrock. We'll have cheaper water, better trade routes. So, this is very important. If we want Sandrock to prosper, we'll need this kind of outside investment. Today's meeting is about how we can impress Musa when he comes to visit. We can't mess this up. I want everyone on their best behavior. Cooper, no rants. Ken, you need to turn it from an 11 down to about a 6 or so, okay?
How about I turn it from 16 down to
And no combat lessons.
Everyone loves combat lessons.
Arvio, Katori, no sales pitches.
Aw, is that what you think of me?
Might come up naturally.
Elsie, no pranks.
Yeah.
Are Fang and Chi here? Someone tell them no experiments. Grace, let's maybe have Owen in the kitchen for a while. No offense.
None taken, ma'am.
Hold your horses here, Trudy. You want to impress this fella by not being ourselves? I think he'd much more appreciate us just being upfront and candid.
Right. I'm sorry, everyone. I probably don't need to tell you. I'm on pins and needles over this whole thing.
I thought that was Dr. Fang's job.
You're right to be sorry. Even
We gotta tell him about Logan and his gang, too. Only fair he understands the risks around here.
I'm sure Musa reads the news, Sheriff. And when he gets here, he'll find that this is a situation that will soon be under control. Isn't that right?
I suppose.
I also apologize for getting so far off topic. The point of this meeting was to come up with ideas for something we can do to impress Musa. I already planned a tour of the town, but I need more ideas. So with that, I open the floor to any suggestions.
Reckon if we start now, we can grow ourselves a duck-sized rutabaga for too long.
our new trees.
I second that notion.
Yes. I think our ongoing reforestation efforts should be enough to impress. I've planned that for a stop on our tour. Let's keep it up. Anything else we can organize relatively quickly that will make the town seem nicer?
2 words. Mud wrestling.
Well, our train platform is a little run down.
By Peach! That's it!
Mud wrestling. Woohoo! All right, who's gonna mud me up? Don't be shy. There's plenty of pen to go around.
No. The suggestion after that.
Oh, I just thought first impressions are sometimes the most important. And what better way to give a good first impression than to, well, improve the first thing people look at when they get off the train?
Just do that.
Maybe we could add a little bit more to the transit budget so I can hire some workers.
All right, that's idea number 1. Anything else?
You know, I could set up a welcoming party at the Blue Moon. Everyone's invited, of course. We can have some music, a comfortable environment, food on the house. That ought to leave a good impression, right?
That's very thoughtful and generous of you, Owen. Yes, let's try that.
Great. I'll get started.
I think that should about do it. I'd like to remind everyone again to be on your best behavior when Musa comes to town. It's very, very important for our future. With that said, I hereby adjourn this fireside meeting. Builders, expect to receive some City Hall commissions soon.
Howdy.
I like the sound of that.
Sis, please! If Musa's coming, it would be foolish not to try and get him to invest. That way, we can buy Ma and Pa a house even sooner.
What? You think you'll just ask him to buy our parents a house? Trudy literally just told you not to do a sales pitch.
How can you call this a sales pitch? I'm shocked. This is a movement, Am, to bring prosperity to Sandrock. It's not a pitch, it's a business opportunity.
No, Arvio.
Come on, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Think about it. The richest man in the Free Cities. Times like these don't come around every day. You get me, don't you, Katori?
I was planning on throwing together a presentation of my own. You know, make a mood board of all my top-tier business plans. When Musa arrives, hit him with the best idea he's ever seen. I'll leave him speechless, I tell ya.
See? Katori thinks it's a great idea. And she's a wildly successful businesswoman.
Wildly meaning chaotic. Then, yeah, why not?
Grandma Vivi, what about you? Are you going to join us? Your clothes are boutique. If you can get some investment, I'm sure you'll be all the rage in the Free Cities.
You're sweet as ever. Arvio, you flatter me too much. But no, at my age, I'm content enough with the small slice of town that I have. I don't want to be kept too busy. I leave you young folk to your aspirations.
I need to work on my presentation and hit the ground running when Musa arrives. Don't want to embarrass myself. Imagine that.
Boring. Who wants to listen to a long speech? If you ask me, you just need something to catch his eye. Like my uncle used to say, you just need something to catch his eye. You know, just like my billboard.
Hello, Builder. Arvio wants to do a sales pitch for Musa, after being specifically told not to.
Sister, I told you, it's not a pitch.
A billboard isn't enough, Arvio. We're talking Musa here. The things he's seen, he wants something new, exciting. Oh, jeez, I gotta go prepare. See you later, guys.
All right. Let's think. Wait! I've got it! Yes, this is perfect! A gift box. Oh, you knocked it out of the park this time, Avio. A beautiful box, jam-packed full of goods. Though, to appeal to someone of Moose's taste, it'd have to be really impressive. Well, then it'll just have to be extra beautiful. A touch of the Avio charm, I'm sure Moose's eyes will pop.
You know, gift boxes are pretty common everywhere, Avio.
But none of those have my face on them. Seriously, Am. This will be unique and show Musa that not only am I, dare I say, the prodigy of business, but also that I have a keen sense for advertising. You'll see it and won't even be able to resist.
Avio, come on, be serious. If you go to Musa without a proper plan, you'll embarrass us both.
Sister, trust me, I know what I'm doing. You believe me, right? How about helping me out? Make some glorious gift boxes. They'll have to be finished before Musa arrives, but I'll make you a partner. Avio and the Builder, titans of industry. Amazing! And I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Well, I can't stop you.
So we stop here for today, and if you like this episode, please drop me a like, a comment, and maybe a sub, and I will see you soon. This is Kat from Kat's Gaming Chaos. Bye for now.